I was first introduced to the vibrant culture of India when I was a little girl. I had my first Indian meal with a family friend, Maestro Zubin Mehta, and the table was covered with platters of delicious food. But it was the rice that caught my attention, because in the rice were these tiny strands of silver. And Zubin said, yes, you can eat the silver, and it is real silver. And I was a little girl, and I thought, what is this amazing culture that they have real silver in the food? Then, many years later, I made my first trip to India. I was working on a documentary for PBS on India's emerging economy. I was able to go and meet one of the greatest innovators of our time, the founder of Infosys, Mr. Narayana Murthy. And at Infosys, I saw what innovation and creativity could do to the world and around the world. And now in Mumbai, I found another silver strand that has been woven into India's tapestry of its culture. It's a story in which India is once again reaching out in a very new way to the world. We'd like to show you this piece of the film that we're working on. You're just seeing a very small part of it, and we're still in production and following the story of these three characters. I was inspired to tell this story because I know that arts can change lives. I know how a teacher can inspire a child and open their world, and how these boys are now inspiring other Indian kids to follow their dreams. I met Yehuda many years ago. Before I became a filmmaker, I was a professional ballet dancer. Yehuda had a storied career. He was a principal dancer in Israel and around the world. He then became a master ballet teacher and started in San Francisco a company and a school. But a few years ago, he thought his career was finished. But India called and a spark was lit. He started teaching in Mumbai in a shabby basement studio with uneven floors and intermittent electricity. But within months, he discovered these boys, and recognizing their talent, he trained them night and day. And what's interesting is that it transformed all of them. He opened a window into a new art form, and these boys gave him a new purpose in life and a new family. As a filmmaker, I strive to find stories that give us a sense of purpose and make us feel alive. The fun part about making a film is getting to know the dancers and their families and the privilege to tell the story. The hard part about being an independent filmmaker is juggling marketing, fundraising, logistics, contracts, and everything that's required to support the passion of getting the story out. My goal is our goal is to get this film broadcast globally, but also to impact young people, to inspire them to dream, to develop curriculum to be used in schools to make an impression so more arts programs can get funded. We will also create digital shorts because, as you know, because you're young or you have young people in your lives, many young people won't watch a long-form documentary, but they will watch digital shorts. And that is a way to get their attention, is by streaming them on the platforms that they watch. We're seeking advice on funding and sponsoring partners with a vision to bring this unique story forward. Telling stories is what makes us all remember. And as you know, the arts are deep in the history of India. This film is just another silver thread that will be part of the tapestry that brings forward India, beauty, dreams, and humanity. Thank you for taking a look.
Just as a producer, I've had the great opportunity to work many times in India with many fabulous Indian filmmakers. Some friends tell me, some Indian friends tell me that in India, documentary is still a dirty word. But as you see, this is a very filmic, cinematic, and beautiful story. And we'll be around all day to speak to you, and we have postcards here. So look forward to talking to all of you. Bye.
I don't know if there's time for questions. No time for questions because it's lunchtime. So we're around, and please come and ask us any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's incredible work that you all are doing and something different than we normally hear about at Philanthropy.